Come on now, everybody. Time to wake up. It's Freshwater Friday.
Yeah. Our newest addition to the Waterbox live show, coming at you every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Man, oh man, we got a good show today.
Dude, it's been a great week, everybody. If you've been with us on Wednesday, we were unboxing corals. It was awesome, showing the Pro 230, the Marine, the Frag build. But it's Friday, and that means we're going diving in to freshwater. All right.
So, great.
Listen, tip
Share
your
the
waitress.
stream.
Share the stream. We are talking today. So last week we were discussing, Rich, over plastic plants versus real plants. Hot
Highly
topic.
debatable subject.
Very debatable. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people weighed in of what they preferred. And majority ruled in this one and said they want live plants, right?
Yep.
They want to see live plants.
Yep.
So we said, no worries. We're going to give you what you want. And so in order to have the live plants, you got to have the proper lighting. So, of course, we're bringing in the experts in this entire field, Aqua Illuminations / Ecotech, which is going to tell us about their offering that can be paired up with the new Waterbox Clear series.
Right.
I mean, this is like awesome. I mean, it's beautiful. Beautiful. There's a shot right there you can see of the brand new, that's the 2418 Clear with the oak cabinet.
Dean, there's no aquarium there. That's too clear.
Look at that. Clear silicone on that thing, Starfire glass. Come on now, man. Listen, that thing is hot.
Floating.
Hot. Man, that's modern day technology right there.
Yeah, I like to stand the oak cabinetry.
Dude, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that tank is just kind of floating there. We're going to do a live plants in that tank. Next week, we're going to set up the filtration on it and show all that. But first, we have special guests, Cade and Jay, with us here on the live stream, and we're going to bring them in. But first,
hey,
there they are. Hold on.
There we go.
They need to turn down their audio.
Hey guys, can you turn down your audio on your computer, or mute the stream?
Yeah, we can do that.
How are we gonna hear you then?
Just mute the stream on the from Facebook.
It is.
Yeah, there's all we can hear is you.
Might be me.
Might be you.
Yeah, it's probably us.
There it is. Can you hear us?
Yes, we could.
All right.
Hey, what's up?
There we are.
I thought I could blame it on somebody, but
That's okay. That's
it
okay.
happened to be us.
We're good. So, tell us, guys. So, you guys make the unbelievable Prime, which is very, very popular in the LED world, but now a freshwater version. So, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's correct. Are we rolling the slides, or are we just giving you the intro here? What's going on?
Just give us a quick intro, and then we'll go to the slides.
So obviously we're, we've been making the saltwater aquarium lights for quite a while, and we got a lot of requests for a freshwater version, particularly of the Prime, because it's the kind of right size and shape for the freshwater market. And so we expanded the Prime line to include a freshwater version, and then most recently actually a Fusion version as well. But
Love that.
we're here for
Love
the,
that.
Freshwater.
Yeah.
What I love about the Prime, though, is not only how powerful it is, but the price point.
Dude, the price point's fantastic on these things.
Right.
I mean, what you get for the price is unbelievable. I mean, the controllability through your phone, the different mount options. I mean, really, really, really sharp stuff. So we've got some slides, and we're going to go dive into these slides. Boom. There we are. So can you guys see that?
Slide came down.
There we go. So yeah, there they are, the three models: the HD for saltwater, the freshwater, which is what we're going to talk about, and the all-new Prime Fuge.
Yeah, so big thing. I mean, people always ask, like before we came out with the freshwater, if you could run a Prime HD over your freshwater tank. Yeah, you can. I mean, it's going to give you the power you need. You're going to be able to grow what you want. Cool thing about the freshwater, what we did, we really took those diodes and homed it more towards that freshwater spectrum. So you're going to get that more warm, cooler look that you're going to get in that freshwater tank rather than the cool colors of the salt.
Right. Yeah, I noticed right off the bat. I can tell that there's a lot more white in that freshwater than the others. So.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. Saltwater is more of that cool bluer spectrum that you're going to get over that tank. When more with that freshwater, you want to get that warm spectrum over it.
And actually, I mean, the Prime Fuge is what's tailored specifically to those spectral peaks, but you wouldn't want to look at that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
not pleasant to the eye.
So it's always this kind of balance between, a light that looks nice and that gets the job done.
Gotcha.
And that's where the three different lights come in.
Okay. So here's just a quick zoomed in version. It says illuminate your world. Really. Also, the light comes in black or white, so it can go for either.
Whatever, depending on whatever color you want to match it up with.
So, really great option.
Yeah, and you can see there you got your cool white, warm white, blue, red, and green, and in kind of those proportions that you would expect.
Awesome. See that?
There it is, the spectrum itself.
Really nice.
And there you can see the two peaks, the red and the blue, in terms of output. That's what your green plants are looking for photosynthesis.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Bam. There you go. Bam.
Almost got it.
Almost got it. All right, there it is. So we have a slight delay. That's okay.
A little bit of a delay, no worries.
Delay.
So you can see there's your PAR map, shows you the coverage. I think that's 20. So you get very good output up to about 2 feet, which is what that inner box is, and you'll get visual coverage up to about 3 feet.
And people always ask when you're going to get that coverage. It's typically when your light's about 7 to 10 inches above the water line. So you can raise it higher if you want, you can lower it, but it will change your PAR. So that's where we take our testings at.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so 7 to 10 inches above the water line, and then this, basically a 2x2 footprint, would do exactly what you needed to do. That's perfect. And then also the optics here. Oh, we can go back one here. So the optics, also because of, I guess, the angle of the lenses,
exactly.
Right?
Our optics. Yep, they're going to open up that lens. It's going to be about that 60 degree broadcast of that light for each
80.
diode.
Yeah.
It's 80, I do believe now. So for each diode, it's going to go in there and really give you that spread that you are looking for and get that good coverage, nice even coverage too as well.
Perfect. Okay. We'll go to the next slide, which is it's a simple built-in control.
This is about the My
right,
AI.
about the My AI.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So actually, Cade's the expert, but the app's free. You just go get it off the App Store, and it controls all of the AI equipment. Obviously, it will show up as a Prime Freshwater in your My AI app, and the channels, your control channels, there's 5 of them.
Exactly, are homed for that. We got that cool white, that warm white, the reds, the blues, and also the greens too as well. But with that, when you set it up on the My AI app, it's really simple. All you need to do is plug your light in. When it turns on, connect to the light's broadcasted Wi-Fi, go into your My AI app. It's going to pop up on your screen right away, and then you click Setup, and you follow through the steps on the screen. Right. Super simple to do. You can really get it to run whatever time of day you want, whatever schedule you want. That's the cool thing about it. It's really customizable, and you can fit it to your needs.
That's one of the things that I really love about the AI lighting is the most simple lighting system to connect to an app. We have AI lights all over our office.
Yeah,
and we manage it all through one login, and it's so easy. I mean, within minutes you're connected. You've timed your photo period, and it just makes everything so easy.
So now also, Cade, are you able to link multiple lights, right? So if you have more than one, right?
Yeah, cool thing even if you get a light, set it up once, and you go, I need another light on this tank. I'm growing in my tank more. It's really giving a little bit of shadows. You add a second one, super simple to go and plug the second one in. You just hit one button to search for it. It finds it, you hit add, and you have it on. It's running the same exact schedule as your other one. So it's really simple to add a second light, get that up and running. If you have multiple from the beginning, you select them as parent and child, and they're going to run right off the same schedule.
Right. So yeah, that's something that people need to understand. So, you know, a lot of times if you hook up a secondary light, now you're trying to match the actual color spectrum of the original one. Here, AI, you don't have to do that. It automatically will carry that color across the whole board, right? So you could put up, you know, 100 fixtures up there and they would all be running simultaneously.
Yeah, that's great.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Some people even ask if you could run them separate. I mean, you can, and the nice thing about it, you could set it up just as a separate tank, and they control each light individually. If one side you need a little bit less intensity, you could lower that there on that side. So it's really cool. A lot of features that you could do, and you could really do anything you want.
Yeah. So here's the next shot is about the easy setup mode. As you said, it's just kind of like a slider-based system, you know, right? So you can just kind of dial in the color that you want, you know, sunrise, sunset.
Yeah, and we actually identified something here that we need to update it for the freshwater because that's it's showing there the saltwater in terms of the channels, but the control interface is exactly the same. You've got your sliders. You can see at the top there's a graph there. That's where you put your different control points. You can go as simple as just, you know, start a day, end a day, and then whatever your max intensity is, or you can create, you know, any number or variable lighting program.
Exactly. That's a nice thing. Easy setup. It really gets to that point where you could get your light up and running on a schedule really quick. And then over time, you could really fine tune it in the app. You could add more points. You could edit points. You could dim certain color channels too as you want. So it's a really cool feature there. I mean, we also have our signature series, which we do have a freshwater schedule on there too as well. So if you want to try something else for your tank, you could download it off of there too as well.
Interesting, very interesting.
Well, that brings up another good point, Dean, is we'll be releasing our blueprints here soon, which we talked about last time live when we were at the Aqua Illumination facility. We'll be launching the blueprints that we use on all our tanks here and also what we suggest for all of our models because we have all the different, you know, size tanks. So we'll be releasing that information. You can download them, easily plug them into your My AI app.
Yeah, love that. We'll hit the next slide there. And then also there's a manual mode, right? So if you guys kind of like color wheel, you know, kind of, that's what I call it.
Yeah, so manual mode's pretty cool. I mean, it's one of those things you have people over at your house and your lights aren't on yet and you kind of want to show them what it looks like at a certain color. You can pull that up, go in manual, slide it to whatever color you want to see your tank at or show them at. And it's really cool how you can do that. If you want to see a certain Kelvin, you could go in there and choose the Kelvin wheel too and slide it that way too as well.
Awesome. Love that. Love that. So, and then also there's an acclimation mode. On the app?
Yeah, that's a really valuable feature with any lighting, especially if you're changing from an existing lighting. Typically, LEDs are higher intensity, particularly in the wavelengths which the plants or your coral are using. So it's a great idea if you're switching from another technology that you run that acclimation mode so that it builds up slowly to your maximum light intensity, and then your plants, your coral, they all get a chance to adapt to that higher lighting level.
Gotcha. That's awesome. And then also there's the main dashboard, which kind of controls everything through the app, right? I mean, it's really easy to use. I mean, I use it all the time. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. You have that option as you see there. I mean, you could run it on schedule. You could just turn them all on if you want really quick. You could turn them all off if you're watching a movie or something at night. I mean, it's really simple to go in and make whatever change you need. There's a bunch of features in on the bottom that kind of tell you what what each of them are too as well. So,
love that.
Really simple app. We like simplicity here.
Yeah, no, that's a killer. So also tank mounts, right? There's different ways that we can mount these lights on the tanks, and here still adjustable, right? But this one has like height, width adjustment, kind of pivots. A lot of flexibility on this one.
That's the classic mount right there. That one is more fixed and it's more of like an L shape, although you can adjust the height on the tank and the front to back distance. It does have a pivot, like you said. So if you like that kind of more industrial look, that more kind of hard edge look, the classic mount's a good choice.
Okay. And then we also have the hanging kit as well. So if you want to suspend this thing from the ceiling, you guys have the option for
Yeah,
that.
it definitely gives you a more modern look there with that. I mean, people always ask, especially with brimless tanks, they don't want to see anything clamped on the tank or anything like that. So hanging kit's really nice to kind of put it above your tank, and it gives that clean, modern look to that.
Yeah, and we actually had a
People
question on
also use
YouTube about that, whether they had a hanging kit, because
okay.
when we showed the shot, it showed the gooseneck, which I prefer on that system, but someone was asking, is there a hanging kit option?
Yeah, so there is. Yeah, there is a hanging kit on the Prime. Really, it's a very minimalist look. I love that. Looks really nice. And then also the next slide, Rich, we have the Flex Arm.
Probably the most popular option, and I think
Yeah.
Richard's favorite,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
aka the gooseneck.
The gooseneck, yeah. That thing is, it's just nice. I mean, it's so easy, and it just goes on like so fast.
Yeah, what's nice about it is it's you can kind of like bend it and flex it and turn it and wherever you want it to be over the tank.
Right.
You can kind of adjust the light, in different directions. It's all about that simplicity. You're literally just, it takes no time at all.
Yeah,
to
love
get
that.
these things set up.
Love that. And then also, so lighting conditions. So something that people need to understand is that, right, depending on the type of plants that you're going to be using, it's going to determine the wattage level and intensity of the light, right? So we can talk a little bit about that, Jay, as far as, adding CO2 to the tank, and, the more CO2, the more lights, this whole balance.
Yeah, fortunately, there is a lot of information available on the internet in all sorts of shapes and forms, but and most of it seems to be very accurate, as well as forms where you can get assistance, and the vendors, the plant vendors themselves, will usually give you a lot of insight into what that particular plant's needs are. But generally speaking, obviously plants, all green plants photosynthesize, so they need carbon dioxide in some form. In terrestrial plants, it's in the air. In aquatic plants, it's in the water column. And as you add light, the light is providing the energy to make that glucose. So you need to be, as you're adding more light, typically you need more CO2. Again, though, that depends on the type of plant. Some don't require much at all. Cade's gotta get started here in the freshwater hobby, and you're not using CO2.
I am not. I mean, I went with some simple plants. I mean, biggest thing I learned, like I said, I wasn't really into freshwater before, but I really started in the last 6 months, wanting to get my foot introduction into that. And it's really one of those things that I found out with good lighting, good water, good air movement in it too, and relatively easy plants to take care of. You could really have success with that. So it's pretty cool.
Love that. Love that.
And then from there, the sky's the limit. CO2, fertilizer, get it dialed in, and you can create some incredible aquascapes.
Yes.
Especially in the Waterbox tanks.
Hey, there you go. Now, come on now. Listen.
Yeah.
So, listen, everybody also needs to understand that we are going to be at Aquashella coming up in just a couple weeks, and we are
segue.
sponsoring the aquascaping competition. We're going to have the new clear line there with the AI Prime freshwaters over that, so you can see that in person. You can play with it. It's going to be really, really awesome. We're doing the saltwater competition, freshwater competition. You guys are going to be down there. You're sending a team down there to Aquashella. And then the following week, we're going to be at Reefapalooza.
At Reefapalooza Orlando, 2 weeks in a row.
Come on now. Listen, everybody. This is fantastic. I love it because, listen, the busy season is here, man. The show season is cranking, and we get a chance to actually meet all of you and show you the products that everybody we talk about, we use. And now it's a chance to ask us anything.
And another really cool thing, Dean, is we're going to be going live just like this at these exhibitions. We're going to be live at Aquashella. We're going to be live at Reefapalooza as well.
Come on now. Listen, come on now.
You want to watch us go crazy, like we do here in the studio? We're going to be doing it there too.
That's right. That's right. So, Jay, give us a little come on now.
Come on now.
That's right. Come on.
Bam.
Now. Listen, guys, we appreciate you staying with us today. Share the stream if you have any questions, comments. Hey, man, we're here for you. We'll be checking it throughout the day, and we'll post some more update photos as we go. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
See you next week.